So, do you work or study?
I'm a student. I have recently completed my higher secondary certificate examination and now preparing to pursue higher education in abroad.
This is the speaking test of International English Language Testing System taking place on Monday, the 17th of November at Bilingual Learning Center, center number BLC 367. The candidate is Tasin Islam and the candidate number is 012039. The examiner is Jahid Mahmoud Ushan and the examiner number is 596321. Good evening.
Good evening.
Could I have your full name, please?
I'm Tasim Islam and you can call me Tasim.
Now, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So, let's talk about handwriting. Do you think handwriting is still important?
From my perspective, I do think that at many cases handwriting is important because handwriting is very important to get the attention of the reader. If we don't have a good handwriting, it will be difficult for a reader to gauge the attention and to read what is in the copy. But as in the modern world now, we have typewrite. We can type in the computer, so that's not necessary. But it is good to have a good writing handwriting.
So, many people believe that handwriting will be replaced by computer. Do you agree with this statement?
Yes, definitely. As we can see now that the modernization of the world, the globalization, the new computers are coming, and the development is on the way. So, as the development is on the way, handwriting will be lessened, but it will not be extinct. Everyone will have to write by their own hands, but I do think that it will be lessened in the future.
So, when do children begin to write in your country?
Well, in the elementary school, basically the children of our country start to write. The teachers and their parents teach them to write by their own hands, and they do learn to write from the elementary school.
So, what are the advantages of handwriting?
Well, there are many advantages of handwriting, like it will be very easy for the reader to understand what the writer has written. And on the other hand, I must say that handwriting is an art. Whenever you write good, and it draws the attention, and it's one kind of beautification. So I do think that it is very important to write in a good handwriting, and the reader will be able to understand it more smoothly.
Now, let's move on ebooks and paper books. Which one do you prefer?
Well, I prefer ebooks as now the globalization is on the way. I have smartphone, I do have computers, and I always have those gadgets with me. So I do prefer ebooks, but I also like newspapers because whenever I read newspapers, I don't have to look at the screen, and I wake up in the morning and get the newspaper. It is like a discipline and habit. So I also like newspapers as well.
Thank you. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. If you want, you can take notes here. This is a paper, pen, and question. Describe a skill that you can teach other people. Okay, now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this topic. So don't worry if I stop you. I'll let you know the answer. Could you start speaking it down, please?
Well, one skill I would like to talk about is public speaking, which I acquired, and I do think that I can teach other people regarding this. So I basically learned public speaking when I was in elementary school. In the school workshops, I learned public speaking. My teachers taught me how to speak publicly, and it was a very important skill which we acquired at elementary school. After that, I regularly practiced public speaking at my home and in also other competitions, and from there, I learned more about it. So I would like to teach other people, and I would like to teach them by my own skill, creativity, and I would learn more from it from YouTube. I would upgrade myself regarding public speaking, and in any cases, if I need to read more books about public speaking, I would do that because whenever I have to teach someone, I will have to have a full knowledge regarding it. And as public speaking is a skill which I acquire, and I do think that I have mastered it very well, and I can upgrade myself more on it. So I will read more books to teach other people, and I do definitely feel a lot good about the skill. It is a great skill in the modern world. Public speaking is everywhere. Whenever we go to any public places, we have to speak, and whenever uh, anyone gives us a stage to speak in public places, we have to speak, or any competition or any events, we have to do public speaking. and it is very effective in our modern life, and it is very important for our future generation as well. In some cases, like in competitions, it is important to speak publicly whenever stage is given. So I do think that it is a very necessary skill in this current world. And yes.
Thank you. Could I have the paper and pen back, please? Well, now I'm going to ask you some questions which are related to these topics. So, should teachers be funny in the classroom?
Yes, definitely. Teachers should be funny in the classroom, as uh, it is very important for the teachers to explain certain things in the classroom interestingly, and in that case it is very important to be funny. Otherwise the class can be boring, and if the class is boring, the implementation of the concept will not be improvised in a good way. And if that happens, then the students will not be able to acquire the certain knowledge, and in that case the motive of the teacher will not be implemented. So I do think that the teacher should be funny in the classroom.
So, what qualities should teachers have?
Well, from my perspective, I must say that the teacher should be funny, as well as they should be more concentrated. They should have the adequate knowledge of teaching the students. In that case, they should be upgraded in their mind, and they should have the proper knowledge of teaching the students from the right concept and in a positive way. Because nowadays students are very sensitive, and in that case the teacher should be mindful of that the students are very sensitive, and not all the students are of the same mentality and have the same brain to understand certain things. So in that cases the teacher will have to understand those things and will have to teach them in the proper way.
Thank you, Tassin. That is the end of your speaking test.
Thank you.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.